was like my final goodbye. Oh, you should keep this off camera, brother.
Today, I sat down with VMT to find out what it's like being in his position and some of the struggles that come with it. Is being a large Gorilla Tag YouTuber super easy, or is it really hard? Today we find this out from VMT himself, so make sure to stick around and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50k by the end of the year.
So how did you find out about VR?
I think as for most people, I stumbled upon a TikTok like a long time ago, February 2021. And I was like, oh wow, this game looks really fun. I have a VR. I want to go try it. And downloaded the game, and I had the most fun I've ever had in my entire life.
What was like those first experiences with Gorilla Tag?
Oh my gosh, I almost passed out. I was super sweaty. My arms hurt so bad the next day, but I did not stop playing the game till the end of the night, and then I had school in the morning. But it was the most fun game I had experienced in a long time.
Before you played Gorilla Tag, what were like the main VR games that you played?
I think I tried Blade and Sorcery, Beat Saber, Pavlov. I didn't play those consistently, but those were the ones that I've tried.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big consistent VR user.
So what games did you play then on flat screen?
Call of Duty, and that's actually why I made a YouTube channel originally, and why I bought a PC was because I was good at Call of Duty, and I wanted to make videos, and just this turned out instead.
What made you want to start posting Gorilla Tag videos in the first place?
To get my friends on the freaking game, because I told them how fun it was, and then they just didn't listen. And then I'm like, all right, bet. They didn't believe how fun it was, so I made a video on it showing funny moments, and that's why I put zero effort into the thumbnail, you know, the title, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I made it just for them to see, and a couple months later, video took off.
Did they ever eventually start playing Gorilla Tag?
Yes.
Upon, like, you know, posting a few of the Gorilla Tag videos, I remember you mentioning that they started to, like, eventually, you know, get views. Did you see potential with that, or did you think that was just something that would pass by?
No, I saw potential, especially because the video took off. Like, I checked actually last night. I think it was 65 days later. It would jump from like 300 views to like over 1,000. You know, it just kept rising. And then I was like, oh, people actually want to watch this. 2 months later, I made 3 more videos, and I posted those, and they all outperformed the previous ones. And then I was like, oh, all right.
So, what VR headset did you play on?
The OGs know, the Rift S. That thing was horrible.
Damn.
I was recording a really good video, and then it just kept crashing, and I couldn't even play with my fans. So I like rage quit on that headset, and I walked out and told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I'm buying this headset. I don't care. And it's $1,000, and this was back whenever I was 16.
Yeah, and you bought the Index, and then it was a massive delay with actually getting the headset.
Bruh, yes, FedEx was horrible, bro, and it was during like COVID and all this, and I literally had like a month period where I couldn't make videos because my headset wasn't coming in. I had at least like a month worth of delays from FedEx, and they just sucked. Damn. They couldn't give me my freaking package. I tried going to the FedEx HQ to like try and get it from there, like wherever it said the package was, I went and was like on the door, like asking if I can get it.
So they just didn't give it to you?
Yeah, they were like, no, we have to deliver it to the house. And I'm like, bro.
So what did you do during that like month period where you just couldn't upload? Like, what did you do with your YouTube channel?
I made a montage of how horrible that headset was. It was like my final goodbye to the Rift S. That was the only content I could make, was a montage of all the horrible moments that I had with my Rift S.
I think what a pretty significant moment in the Gorilla Tag timeline was the first time that you ever met JMan. How did that happen?
Okay, so I actually was in a lobby with some guy named like something egg roll. It was another creator. He had like 500 subs at the time. I had like 1,000, and we were just going in recording and making funny moments or whatever. As we're in the lobby, the first words I said to him were, "Hey, Blue, how you doing?" You know, that whole thing. And I was just on a tree. He was on another tree. I didn't even realize it because we were so far. And then as I get over to the other side of the map, I read his name, and I'm like, "Oh, Jmancurly." And I was like, "You're not Jmancurly."
That ain't J-Man though, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pin you right now, dude. Go on the Discord. I'll pin you right now.
You know how every interaction goes before the badge. It's like, "You're not him." Yes, I am. You're not him. Yes, I am. He was like, "Say something in the Discord. I'll reply to you." And so I actually wasn't in his Discord at the time, and so I was like, "Oh, okay." And so I like quickly looked up his YouTube channel. I mean, I was already subscribed to him. I just wasn't in the Discord.
A very common misconception that people get with you and JMan is people have said that you grew off of him, but I don't think people realize you actually grew with him.
Yeah, we bounced off of each other. I'm not saying in any way that I like what I'm about to say. I don't want people to think, oh, he's saying he made J-Man. I didn't. But like a month or two later, after we like met and like we were becoming friends and stuff, he was like, "Oh yeah, you inspired me to put memes in your video." And I was like, "Oh, for real? Oh, okay." It was just our type of content that we bounce back and forth, and it's with any game. Like you have like Dream and George. Okay, George, you can say George grew because of Dream, or you can say George provided so much content for Dream and they bounced off of each other and made good stuff. There's so many different groups of people that bounce off of each other and grow together. Your business works better as partners. There's power in numbers, and just having a close friendship with somebody that is going through the same situation as you are, you'll always have advice from somebody. You'll always have somebody there to help you with something. You need that person. I think it's a great thing that I grew because of him. I mean,
you grew with him.
go look at our subs comparison. Okay, for a long period of time, I did just join his videos and rename what he was doing and give my POV because I thought that was okay. And eventually we talked about it, and I, switched up and I stopped doing it. I don't record any of his stuff. It's his videos, and I record my own stuff. That was just a part of the process of learning. I didn't know that at the time. I wasn't as deep into YouTube as I am now. Now I study the retention graphs. I study the CTR graphs. I study titles, thumbnails, shorts graphs, everything. There's so much more into YouTube. There's so much more into YouTube than what people think.
What do you think the most stressful part about... My dog is barking. What do you think is the most Jesus Christ, he's gotten louder. Shut up! What do you think is the most stressful part about, studying YouTube?
The most stressful part about studying YouTube is knowing if you're right or not. Because if you take in all these numbers and do your research and you make a solution, like you think you know the answer to something, what if you're wrong? Like you don't know. You don't have the algorithm sitting in front of you telling you what to do. You have to make a hypothesis off of what you see, and then you have to go and study that and then put it into action. Once you make your hypothesis, you have to experiment, and then you get your test result. You experiments with shorter titles, longer videos, shorter videos. This thumbnail has red, this thumbnail has blue. Which one performs better? The algorithm doesn't like green. It's a bunch of different things that go into it. And like Mr. Beast could sell his information that he has for $1 billion. That's what he did. He studied YouTube for years, and now
Twitter blue. Your most popular video is the first to buy like the golden monkey hat. I also want to ask, did that video blow up right away, or was that like a overtime thing as well?
It was pretty quick, but for some reason it just didn't slow down. I don't know why. And then whenever the boom of the Christmas of 2021, I don't know. It just did a huge spike again and then just kept going. I don't know why that video did so good. People wanted to watch it, I guess.
If you remember, at one point during Girl Tag content creation, whatever, there was a huge dry spell and updates where nothing was happening. Did you have a plan for what to do? Like, did you kind of figure out what to do while that was happening? Because I don't want to say there was no content, but you know what I mean.
I just tried to take that moment to expand to other games, which was horrible decision. Like, I think 5 videos back to back, not Gorilla Tag, and then the views just kept going down, 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 down. And so I was like, all right, people don't want me for me. I'm just gonna post Gorilla Tag. At that point, there was not much, I guess, creation going on for a video. It was just kind of whatever's going on or whatever game mode's booming, that's what you do. Like crates or crystals or whatever was happening. But now, that I'm at a, I guess, higher level of video creation. I'm not saying I'm above people, but like people care more about what you're posting whenever you're, I guess, bigger. Like I can't just say funny moments anymore. I can't do that anymore.
When a lot of creators go to, start trying to post other games, they would usually post one, see it flop, and then just stop posting, variety content. But you decided to keep going with it. Why was that?
Because, that game can't last forever, and nor can... there's only so much you can do in a game. And I understand how TF2 is still alive, Minecraft's still alive, Roblox is still booming, and they've been out for years, but those communities are huge. Yeah, and VR is always going to be expanding. There's going to be another game. I don't know if there's ever going to be anything that takes over this game, but there's a lot more opportunity out there, and I thought there'd be a lot more VR enjoyers versus just Gorilla Tag enjoyers, but I was proven wrong. Do
you think it was more fun posting and like filming those variety content videos than it was doing the Gorilla Tag ones, or the other way around?
No, I enjoy playing with my friends for videos and having them do challenges and stuff. Majority of the games that I played were single player playthroughs, and that was just I kind of have to improv the entire time, but some of them are really fun. Like the weirdest game in VR, that was a really fun video because the game was so weird.
So what have been your favorite moments just with everything in this whole content creation journey you've had?
Meeting JMan, like IRL, that was awesome. It was just such a I mean, the community loved it. That was the best part. Like whenever we post a video, people are like, "Oh, I'm crying," oh, you know. And then I was like, "Oh, people actually care." That was fun. All of the traveling stuff. That was like, wow. Like every time I traveled, I'm like, wow, this is because of YouTube. Whenever we went to the Vail Esports convention, they flew us out to Miami to go to their esports thing. Me and JMan roomed together, just, you know, had a good time. And then surprising him for 1 million subs, that was crazy. That was awesome. That was probably peak in my career traveling. Just that whole production was insane. Like his dad bought me a room at a hotel down the street. I wasn't planning on doing that. I was gonna like just, I don't know, hide around, but his dad bought me a room, and his dad treated us so well. Like, love you, Mr. George, if you're watching this. That was crazy. And then just being able to surprise him in Canada. For years, the COVID mandates, I couldn't go to Canada because I didn't have the vaccine. And so that was the only thing holding me back. And then a couple months before he hit a mill, the mandates got removed. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And so that's whenever I planned the entire thing. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. The video turned out great.
Met up with a bunch of girl tag content creators IRL. You've made multiple girl tag video and variety content videos. What are your plans going forward?
Right now, well, so something big is being announced soon, which would probably be announced before this, or actually, I don't know.
This comes out tomorrow, so
Never mind. Right now, I'm sticking to Gorilla Tag here. I'm staying. I'm not gonna abandon my community. I realize how much you guys care about Gorilla Tag, so I'm not gonna abandon that anytime soon. I don't really post variety content anymore unless I think it's a really good game and it's worth posting. And something in the background nobody knows about. I have an anonymous channel that I'm working on to hopefully become my main source of income so I can fund these videos. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows who I am. What's the name of the channel? Nothing, but hopefully that's what's taking up most of my time right now, is working on that channel to hopefully become my main source of income so I don't have to worry about stressing about money. Anyways, that's taking up a lot of my time. Something big is coming and I'm working on a second channel.
that's technically all the questions we have to ask, but one last question, as I asked this to everybody. Out of all girl tag content creators, or even just VR creators in general, who would you like to see get interviewed next on this little show thing?
I would totally say J-Man, but he's so busy and lives across the world. So,
I mean, if he's watching. Who knows?
oh, you should keep this off camera, that'd be crazy. Dude, I'll send him the video of me and then I'll ask him. You should just bleep me out saying, just be like, oh,
Yeah.
you should just take this clip. Wait, I'm gonna show you yourself because you probably look really cool on camera. I'm looking at you ray traced over there. Yeah. Yeah.
Moves.
Later, chat.